Grace making dough. Well, finishing making the bread. Shaping the dough.
Shaping the dough.
It's mid-morning, and Bill and I are baking a loaf of bread in our air fryer. A much easier process than our oven, which works, but requires that the bread be rotated frequently due to hot spots.
Preheat, though.
The trade-off is the air fryer takes power, but being early in the day, we'll have plenty of solar.
Okay.
We're starting to settle into a routine here in the Tuamotus. We make a nice breakfast, do some work, and then choose between a dive or a paddle. Today we're going to check out a massive coral reef located behind Calico Skies, towards the inside of the atoll. We dove the reef bordering our anchorage a couple days ago, and we can't wait to see what we'll find in slightly deeper waters.
Well, we just dinghied out to a spot like a quarter of a mile behind Calico that we saw on the drone yesterday that looked really freaking good.
Place this plastic bit at some point. So at the top of the drum off, this separated. I'm just trying to wedge it back in and get a screw through there.
Well, today I am going to tackle this water line. It's pretty calm right now, which is not always the case. It's actually often not the case. here. We haven't had that many calm days, super calm days. So I'm gonna get in there and do some scrubbing. And I just went out in the dinghy with Bill a few minutes ago to get some shots on the GoPro of what it looks like before so that you guys can see what it looks like after. But there's a lot of grass on the waterline, and I'm gonna check out the bottom too and see what's going on down there because we haven't cleaned that in a while also, and Bill might get in and help me with that part in a bit. So yeah, gotta mow the lawn. Waterline is clean, and now Bill's gonna take a pass because I'm getting really cold, and that probably took me
You were in there a bit, an hour or two?
an hour or two, and it's
12:15, I don't know what time we started.
I think 11, so an hour and 15. Okay, your turn. Well, it was a rainy day today. How does it?
I think it's good.
Yeah, we made it a little bit like. You're just touching it. We made it more squat. Like we pushed it down a little more because last time it was a little bit undercooked in the center. So hopefully we nailed it this time. We were gonna have a bonfire, but we got kind of tired, so I think Michael might come over for a drink, and someday I'll. What are you looking for? Oh.
I have to burn myself again.
Yeah, don't burn yourself again. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's not supposed to happen. Bill got it out. Looks great.
Calico Skies, this is Sunday Isle.
What's happening there, Chris?
Oh, what's happening? Oh, you know, Mel's just trying to apply for a job while I watch her and drink.
That sounds about right. I think we got kind of like tired and lazy for a bonfire, but we wanted to see if you guys wanted to have like a sundowner over here.
I think we can do that. We'll put the dinghy in the water and come on over. Should we bring it in?
Just tequila.
Grace said just tequila.
I don't have any chilled.
She doesn't have any chilled. Yeah, we're not nothing crazy. Just have a couple drinks and catch up over the day's events.
Sounds good.
Golden hour is arguably our favorite time of day. It's a time when we take a pause, check into our beautiful surroundings, and catch up with friends over drinks. And it's especially appreciated on a cloudy workday when we've been mostly inside.
Cheers.
New York's the same.
Cheers.
Besides edit work and boat chores, the daily to-dos often take up the bulk of our time. Living in a small space, we're constantly shuffling goods from one place to another.
That was really feisty.
All right.
Today I moved wine and liquor from deep storage to more accessible storage, since we're still working our way through our Mexican alcohol provisions.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers for having us.
Chris and Mel got
No,
here.
it's truffle. Pure truffle.
Michael.
We have to do all the cheers. Welcome to the Uni-Sex
Santé.
channel. Santé.
Manua. Made a really nice breakfast with hash browns, our last Kirkland bacon, and we're frying up some eggs. I think we're getting pretty low on eggs. These might be our last eggs, actually.
Really?
Oh, did you finish the yellow container?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After breakfast, I'm giving Bill a much-needed haircut. Also on my agenda today will be some edit work. I have to empty the memory cards off of our multiple cameras, GH, GoPros, and drones, as we filmed a ton since arriving in beautiful Raroia. But before I do that, I'm going to get a little bit of exercise and fill up my nature cup. I love to lose myself in the beauty here, a place that completely overwhelms my senses. My buddy today will be Chloe of Promise Kept. She and I have similar interests. Capturing the fish, black reef-tip sharks, and coral on film is a favorite pastime of ours. And the fantastic thing about this anchorage is that there is a ton of life right here, which means we can simply drag our paddleboard and dinghy around with us as we chase after sea life. We don't have to worry about checking in, Bill can see us from the boat, and we can simply lose ourselves in this magical place together.
Whoa.
Michael got in there really quick though. He just did his. I think everyone I know with the Honda has had to do this.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're using them enough.
It's like one of the weak links.
Later, we're tackling a bit of generator maintenance back on board. It stopped running recently, and then we broke the pull cord from repeatedly trying to start it.
There it is.
Michael, a mechanic in a past life, and also recently having replaced the pull cord on his Honda generator, is over helping out. We're replacing the cord with Dyneema line and cleaning out the carburetor.
Now. What's this gonna be? A little bit of a challenge.
What part is that, babe?
The idle jet.
The jet.
Idle jet. I didn't go.
The
for that one.
highly elusive.
Idle. I never messed with that one.
Yeah, nobody does.
It's fixed.
You got it fixed?
It's fixed.
It's just in time for sunset. Thank you,
sundowners.
Michael.
You're welcome.
You guys are having a little sundowner
Oh,
reward.
one thing I learned is when you're cleaning the carb, I always use a needle to run a pin or a needle to run through the jets. But you shouldn't do that because they're perfectly metered and you could damage the soft metal. So I was using copper from a wire. Michael told me to use now, which makes sense to me.
Oh, okay.
Softer.
Was it the jets that was the problem when we were crossing the Atlantic? And
That was a pinhole leak, pinhole air leak.
Oh.
Not from me.
I feel like we've had a jet situation, but maybe it wasn't.
Oh, we've had it plenty of times.
It's always the jet.
It's always a jet, yeah.
Always a jet.
Every outboard, no matter what it is, like.
Oh, maybe it's the out. That's what I'm thinking of, the outboard. Well, thank you for your help, Michael.
You're welcome.
Takes a village.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
I've been
it does take a village. And look at that
cleaning our
sunset.
fridge out, and yeah, the sunset is.